Hey gang, you're up front with Frank Rothstein on SkiesCrescentRadio.com. Yes, SkiesCrescentRadio.com. Keep that in your file. Speaking of which, sitting with me is the person who runs SkiesCrescentRadio.com. It is Jade Zabrick. Jade is home looking very concerned about all her new technology she's playing around. I am her crash test dummy. I promise I am the crash test dummy of the station. If there's something new, if she got the technology at the dollar store and wants to see if it works, she's saying, Frank, you really feel it doing? So yes, usually I go along with it and I see, and sometimes I hear sparks in my ears or comes out of my other ear. But either way, we're trying some new stuff with Zoom this week and a little bit of tweaking of the machinery and a few different buttons we glued onto the keypad. And things are going smooth so far. Do I sound okay to you over there, Jade?
I can hear your bracelet.
She can hear my bracelet. It's not making any noise, but she could see my bracelet. Okay. Now, see, if I do this, now you hear my bracelet. I am my own Christmas decoration. This is making no noise. Anyway, it's been a good week, and things are going along smoothly. The World Series starts tonight. It's been good postseason so far, which, given the nature of the baseball season, is all screwed up anyway. But the playoffs have done well. And tonight, for the first time in the season, there will be a live crowd at the stadium. When the Tampa Bay Rays play the LA Dodgers, roughly, a little over 11,000 people will be there, spaced out, distance. I don't know how you socially distant 11,000 people, but okay, good luck to them in trying. There's always that one person every baseball game who sits in near the top row of the bleachers on the very end by the parking lot overlooking the edge. There's going to be somebody up there, I promise you. God knows what the hot dogs are costing tonight and the beer. It's been an interesting week, obviously. There's always something to do with our president. By the way, if you're looking for Melania to go on the campaign trail for her husband, she's not going because she's still feeling her effects, the effects of her case of COVID-19. At least that's what she's saying. I personally think she doesn't want to go near the guy, but that's another story. But definitely Melania's off the campaign trail. The next and final debate will be tomorrow night. Well, we all know, if you've been paying attention, that the mics will be muted during their 2-minute opening statement of each segment, I believe. So that means for each one of these guys to annoy each other, they have to sort of yell like this, and they can do that. But that is what's going on with this final debate, and we'll see what happens. I'll get back to Donald Trump later or politics later because it's just so boring. But here's what I'm laughing at. Have you been paying attention to the news over the last couple of days? One of the stories, how dumb can this guy get? Does anybody recognize Jeffrey Toobin? You see him on CNN. He's one of the commentator and now analysts, one of the professional opinion givers of politics. And he writes he's an editor or a writer for the New Yorker, and he's been suspended. Why? Because he was doing a Zoom meeting with a few people, and he thought his Zoom video was off when it wasn't, and they were watching him masturbate on camera. And I am not kidding you. He was masturbating on camera. Because if I was kidding, I mentioned his name, I could be in deep trouble. But this is what happened. And I'm not putting it in the real way of the right phrase for it, but that is what he was doing. And he has been suspended from the New Yorker and, of course, CNN and, of course, anywhere else he gives his opinions at because, well, this is a problem. But you're really in deep shit, so to say, when O.J. Simpson is making fun of you. Yeah, O.J. Simpson had to put out a thing. He was comparing this to at least Pee Wee Herman went to a movie theater. Yeah, that's it. You're in deep. You need a taller ladder when OJ gets to make fun of you. And that is what's going on with that story. Jeff, well, you screwed up, man. You blew it. Okay, what else is going on in the world? If you're in New York City, as of yesterday, of course, plastic bags, of course, banned again. So bring an extra nickel and pay for a bag if you want to carry stuff home, or put it in very deep, like pockets. Also, New York City restaurants can add a new 10% surcharge to your bill. And that's to help compensate for expenses of rent, PPE, and some other stuff, whatever. But when I think about it, at least me, you see all these restaurants with outdoor seating. A lot of restaurants right now, at least the ones I'm noticing in the downtown area, have far more seating taking the outdoor space than they ever would having indoors. You just allow, the way the regulation is set up, they can go pretty much the whole block until a fire hydrant or the next restaurant gets in the way. But that's what they can do. When the weather gets really cold, those outdoor seats are not going to help too much. You can heat it as much as you want, try to take the edge off as it starts to get cooler. But really, everyone's going to wind up going back inside because you're allowed to, at this moment, at 25% of capacity. As you can hear noises outside my window again. If the regulation relaxes a little bit, even if it goes to 50% of capacity, right? Let's take some small place that say has seating of 40. Now you have 20. Unless you're selling like really expensive bottles of wine, if you're a burger house and you're getting only half the seating, but you're not even guaranteed that in a normal night, and now you're tacking on 10%. I don't see where that helps. If you're a bigger restaurant with half capacity, well, at least if you're a big rate, you have big checks, you have big high prices. But that still leaves you with all the expenses that go into the big rent of the big restaurant and all the other expenses attached to it. Yes, you're hearing noises outside my window. That's just what it is. That's not me bringing in new brilliant sound effects. This 10%, it may help some. I don't know how much it's going to help everyone, especially since we're going into the colder weather. But good luck to all the restaurants because I think they're going to need it. Hopefully, some of my favorites are still around. And we'll see what happens because it's going to be a very iffy winter in terms of business in New York. Not sure what the rest of the country is doing. Well, here's one. I like this one. As we all know, we have the proclamation on National Character Counts Week. Our president, Donald J. Trump, signed into a bill, which I'm sure he did not write himself, but whoever wrote it, he signed it. And this is one that acknowledges a week of acknowledging character. And what's it? Purposeful action. Just all positive traits. Morals, strength, and all that stuff that the president signed in as, I guess, a holiday. As he went on television yesterday, calling all the medical people idiots, and wanting to lock everybody up, and still talking about the governor of Michigan who was almost kidnapped and killed. This is what he signed into effect. This is our president. Welcome to National Character Counts Week. Everyone gets $10 from petty cash and a week off of school. Oh, what else is going on? I have a lot of music here to play, mostly of songs that I've played. Actually, they're all songs I've played before. Just haven't played them in a couple I've played a few times. Mostly I've played them all once. So we're going to song number one on my list, which I've played before. I enjoyed it a lot. A lot of people have covered it, but I go back to the original from 1962. This is Solomon Burke, Cry to Me.
When your baby leaves you all alone and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Well, here I am, honey. Come on, cry to me. When you're all alone in your lonely room and there's nothing but the smell of her perfume, don't you feel like a crying? Don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like a cry? Come on, cry to me. Oh, nothing can be said than a glass of wine alone. Loneliness, such a waste of time. Oh yeah, you don't ever have to walk alone. You see, come on, take my hand, baby, won't you walk with me? Oh yeah, when you're waiting for a voice to come in the night, but there's no one. Don't you feel like a cry? Don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like a cracker, crying? Don't you feel like a
That was Solomon Burke. It's a great song. It really is. Everyone knows it mostly from the movie Dirty Dancing. Right now, it's the trendy song on TikTok, where the trend is you have to start playing it, stare into the camera like you're mesmerized, and wait for someone to start dancing with you in the house. I don't know. But either way, they're using that song now. So it's got another resurgence. But it is really a truly great song, which I enjoy playing for myself. Okay, what else is going on? We're back in Hollywood again because if anyone's been reading, Gal Gadot has been named to play Cleopatra in the next film, and of course, this is getting feedback of claims of whitewashing. And let's see, it says here the role of the famed Egyptian ruler is to be played by Israeli actress Gal Gadot, best known for Hollywood depictions of Wonder Woman. The announcement has led to a row of social media with some alleging cultural whitewashing, where white actors portray people of color. Some have said the role should instead go to an Arab or African actress. Cleopatra has descended from an ancient Greek family of rulers. That's what it says on Wikipedia. That's what it says in the history books. She was born in Egypt in 69 BC, ruled the Nile Kingdom when it was a client state of Rome. Okay, most famously, it was played by Elizabeth Taylor. Before her, it was played by Claudette Colbert. Theda Bara played her. But the first one to play her was in 1914, was Helen Gardner, one of the first women to own her own production studio. Excuse me. Now, Cleopatra, again, is really comes from ancient Greek from a Greek family. There is no, at least unless you're one of those people who subscribe to eating yogurt for a long life, there's nobody who's around who can tell you exactly what she looked like. There's no evidence. Now, you want to get an actress from Arabia, from Africa, an African actress, Northern Africa to be exact, go to it. Unfortunately, there's a business here. This is not going to be a cheap production. This has to sell. So unless you have an actress that can sell this, there's going to be a problem in, a revenue problem. That's one thing. May not be the most important thing, but it's up there. A few weeks ago, I was talking about the Academy Awards and how the new edict, the new criteria is for a film to be considered for film of the year. It must have in the main character someone of minority color, LGBTQ. Must have someone other than white. Put it that way. Okay. In the lead role here, you have a woman. You have her as not being an American white woman. She's from Israel. So you have the claims that Egypt, Israel, you have her in that part of the world. Okay. You have a female director on board. This should meet the criteria of the Oscars. We'll see how that pans out. But again, there is no real way. I don't care what pictures of statues they can show you. No, she did not look like Elizabeth Taylor. She did not look like any of the others who have played her. And I'm sure in reality that Cleopatra did not look like Gal Gadot. But I don't see where it's cultural whitewashing. At least I don't see it. I could be wrong. Gal Gadot's a good actress. She would certainly, the phrase of fit the dress. She's certainly beautiful enough to rate as the leading woman, or comparing to Elizabeth Taylor. She would rate up there as in looks. And if you can find an African actress of any race to play the role, good. Go ahead. But that may be tough. That may be a difficult one to do, just from a business perspective. And we'll see what happens as this goes on, because, attached to this story, I was noticing that Disney has added a sterner, harsher, or more direct. Wait, let me get to it. I want to get to it because I want to get it right. A stronger warning of racist content on their old films. And this has been going on for a while. I remember a couple of months ago, HBO had pulled Gone with the Wind from their library. They needed a statement to put it in context. I mean, I always thought the context was pretty obvious given the time period. But okay, classic Disneys are now using stronger advisories. And that's the headline. This is according to CNN Business from October 16th. Classic Disney films now have stronger advisories warning of racist content. Okay. And it says Disney Plus subscribers who log on to watch classic films like Lady and the Tramp or Peter Pan now see stronger advisory messages warning of racist content. I keep saying the same thing because they keep writing the same thing. So pretty much they want to make sure that everybody knows that of what's going on in the cartoon, in the film. Usually it's a cartoon. They even Looney Tunes took away Elmer Fudd's rifle. And as I said a few minutes ago, HBO at the time pulled Gone with the Wind from their on-demand library, or Max library, whatever term they use. But when it comes to Gone with the Wind, it's an obvious movie as to what's going on in this movie. It's given the time period, and again, if I make a film about Depression era New York City or anywhere for that matter, you're going to see everyone's broke. So we see in Gone with the Wind what's really going on: slavery, racism. We see it. Everyone knew it then. I just want to say, I want to make it known, as I've made it known before, that's written many times, is that Hattie McDaniel, the woman who played the character of Mammy, was the only one to win the Academy Award in that movie. She was that great. And a woman a very intelligent, well-educated woman who always said, "I will make more money here playing a maid than I will in real life if I am a maid." And she was. I'm not saying that works for everybody who's ever had to play that character, but this woman was the only one, not Clark Gable, not any of the rest of them. Rhett didn't get it. Scarlett didn't get it. Vivian Leigh Noah. Hattie McDaniel got it. Just putting it out there. Peter Pan has the advisory on it. It portrays, Native people in stereotypical manner that reflects neither the diversity of Native peoples nor their authentic cultural traditions. Okay. The Jungle Book, Fantasia, Swiss Family Robinson, and Aladdin, which was made as recently as 1992. They all have advisories. All right, well, they're on there. They are on there. Which movie they get over here? Which one was this? The Aristocats. There's a warning that says the cat is depicted as racist caricature of East Asian people with exaggerated stereotypical traits. That's because the cat's playing the piano with chopsticks in his hands, and I think they gave him a voice of they gave him the voice you make fun of when you're talking about someone who's Chinese. So that's what happened. He's got it. Yeah, okay, listen, that's what's got to be done. Go ahead. Doesn't mean the movies are less good. Doesn't mean they're less enjoyable. Back to Cleopatra. If they can find an actress that can carry the role and carry the project, go to it. But again, there is no way of knowing. Cleopatra is famous. Everyone knows who Cleopatra. Everyone knows the name. Cleopatra. But nobody really knows where she was exactly from. They just know that she came from a Greek culture. She came from a Greek family. What else is going on? Let's play another song. It's 5:25. Time is going by today. After here, I have to speed out to Brooklyn. Coupling. Song number 2 on the list. Are we ready, Miss Jade? She's nodding. I played this before because I always enjoyed giving the history. Basically, this song was a medley of 2 songs. Just a Gigolo and I Ain't Got Nobody. Louis Prima turned it into a medley. He made it famous. Me, I was a young guy in the 1980s, so I'm going with what I know. I'm going with David Lee Roth and Just a Gigolo.
Without me, 'cause I ain't got nobody, nobody city bop. I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me. Nobody. Nobody. Hey, say. See, that's so. Wow. See, really low. Hey. Got it, baby. Little soul. Little love soul. Nobody, nobody cares for me. Nobody, nobody. I'm so sad and lonely. Sad and lonely, sad and lonely. Oh, some sweet mama, come and take a chance with me, 'cause I ain't so bad. Get enough that soul, little love soul, all of the time. Even on the beat, Johnny on the beat. Get enough soul, darling mama, baby, city, got nobody I love. Say now, nobody, 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 no one, no one. Look, dolly, got to see the wall over there. Nobody, no one, nobody, nobody cares for me.
There you go, David Lee Roth. I love that song. All I remember is this song playing, and all my friends always singing, "I ain't got no money," and that nobody cares about me, and their girlfriends are looking at them like they're crazy. So it was a catchy thing. The video to this was really good. Also, made fun of a lot of stuff in there. What else is going on? Let's see. Well, let's get to some lighter stuff. I'm tired of talking about important things. Sometimes I just want to have a ridiculous conversation. I got this out of Eyewitness News, ABC 7. And this is going on. Wait, let's see if my AMC theaters, mostly in California, out of California, yeah, you can rent a theater out for $99 and bring like up to 20 people. And this is going on in California. So, listen, I think that's, you got a birthday and you really don't want to talk to people, but you feel bad not having them over, go for the 100, buy them some popcorn, and let them sit in the corner and shut up. You could sit anywhere you want away from everybody. But that's really what it's come to. Theater is now renting out for $99, which to me is tragic. Good deal. You'll have 32 films to choose from. I guess this is more of a kid's thing because I see movies like Monsters, Inc., Shrek, Halloween movies like Hocus Pocus, it says. But really, this is in Riverside, Tustin, and Thousand Oaks. This is a California thing. And this is what it's come to. Or as I told a friend of mine who's having a baby shower, this is a cheap way out and everybody can be together but apart. But that is what's going on. What else is going on here right now? Oh, let's see. This came up a couple of days ago. It's from the 16th. I got this, of course, out of my favorite spot, the New York Post. A witness calls cops on a homeless Jesus statue 20 minutes after installation. Okay. Somebody did a statue of a homeless guy. The person, the subject, is supposedly completely closed in a blanket laying on a park bench. This looks like the entire bench is part of the project, but okay, maybe someone just put it on the bench. And within 20 minutes, 26 minutes, whatever it says, someone called the police because there's a homeless guy sleeping there, which was not the case. Now, I'm looking at this picture and I'm reading the headline. I don't know how anyone can even identify this as a homeless Jesus, to raise awareness for the homeless in Cleveland and remind us that all people are created in the image of God. All right. But, yeah, that's what it was. So the police came, figured out what was going on, and that's it. I'm looking at this thing. I don't know where they got the picture of Jesus from, but okay. Okay, all you diet soda drinking fools out there. I'm one of them. Coca-Cola is doing away with Tab. Remember Tab? Tab was really the only diet soda, except maybe for Diet Right Cola. It was there before Diet Coke. There's another motorcycle rider. It's okay. They were called Tabaholics, Tab babies. Yeah. People loved that thing way back when. But yeah, Tab is going after 60 years. And that's because, well, no one buys it anymore. There are so many diet sodas now. The original is gone. So yeah, it's not sad because I didn't really drink it, but everything goes. Everything we have that's good goes after a while. Oh man, if you want to tell us what's going on that's gone, that was here yesterday and gone today, write to me at upfrontfrank@gmail.com. upfrontfrank@gmail.com. Want to host your own show telling us what's no longer in your neighborhood? Write to skiescrescentradio@gmail.com. And feel free to negotiate a deal. All right? Get clauses, look for residuals, look for replays, for syndication, do whatever you got to do. But anyway, write to us at skiescrescentradio@gmail.com. Somebody will get back to you and tell you what's involved. And take a shot. Doing this can be fun. It really is. Right now, I'm sitting here looking at the news, seeing the same story for the 12th time today. I'm looking at my computer, looking at the whatever stories I may want to read. There's a lot going on here. I'm semi high tech. I'm looking at Jade staring at her computer. We're on Zoom. We're not really talking because she's not talking yet. But we're on Zoom. Okay, let's see for the fashion people. The season's hottest purse is a rubber chicken handbag. Got it? Rubber chicken handbag. So it's pretty much, you see a rubber chicken like a joke thing, a little bit off-white, red handles, ears, whatever that red stuff is by the mouth, by the beak, and the yellow beak. It looks like a decent-sized bag, but it's a rubber chicken. And this sells for $32.95. You don't have to buy the $10,000 bikini bag. This is a rubber chicken handbag and is $33. Sold on Amazon as the rubber chicken purse. Well, yeehaw. Fortunately, I am not... wow, it even has a little purse on it. You see something here. Yeah, it even comes with a little rubber chicken purse. I'm looking at these pictures. I can't believe I'm looking at this. I can't believe this even interests me. But yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Everybody, go buy yourself a rubber chicken. I want to play music. I want to play more music. That's what I want to do. Okay, let's see. I know I'm sounding a bit boring. I'm sounding a little bit off today. I'm actually leaning back. I'm not sitting upright in a sharp position. I'm leaning back, taking it easy. And I'm looking at the music I'm going to play. And this is song number 3 on our list, which means nothing to you out there. But I played this a while ago. I really do like the song. This is from their 1970 album Already. This is Edison Lighthouse and Love Grows. That was Edison Lighthouse. I always enjoyed that song. Matter of fact, every song I'm playing today, I'm going to say I always enjoyed that song. Of course, I'm indulging myself today. Believe it or not, I am just indulging myself. The next one is an instrumental. I played it before because when people think of great guitarists, normally, at least when people I talk to, they think of rock stars. So we all know that Eric Clapton is a great guitarist. We all know that Eddie Van Halen, who just recently passed away, brilliant guitarist. We know that. Late George Harrison, who I play often enough, excellent. But for the most part, because we're going back like a generation or two ago, only if you're really a musician who knows, then you really recognize the work of this man. Roy Clark first recorded this in the 1960s. This is really the sixth movement of Ernesto Lacuna's Andalusia. But I first saw him do this on the old TV show, The Odd Couple. Believe it or not, on The Odd Couple. It's a long piece, which he condensed, which he shortened down because of he did it on a television show, and it works perfectly because I'm doing a radio show. But if you want, well, you're not going to be able to see the video of it, but Jade's going to be able to watch it. And I love watching him perform this song because you get to watch his hands move. That's one thing I enjoy. Even though I'm not a musician, when you're really watching something special going on in music, you get to watch the musician's hands. I used to know a woman who loved going to classical music, and she always wanted to sit. She always loved going to concerts and wanted to sit on the pianist side. Of course, you could see his hands move. I think I took someone to see the Mavericks play one time, and she was a guitarist, so I purposely sat on the side of the guitarist so she could watch him work. This version was in the 1970s. This is Roy Clark and Malagueña. That was Roy Clark on the set of The Odd Couple, and that was done, of course, by, as you can tell, that was always live before a studio audience. And I was reading a review, some reviewer doing that on YouTube, who was looking at this video clip, and Felix Unger and Oscar Madison, played by Tony Randall and Jack Klugman, are sitting there watching him do this in the living room. But for just a little bit, they stopped acting. They were watching what he was doing. And it was really brilliant to watch. And I've seen him do that as long as 8 minutes and change. I think the original version of it, in classical, was like 16 minutes, but he would just work it depending on what time slot he had. But I always loved it. Again, like every other song on my list. Okay, speaking of music, you want to get out of the house. I was reading from Time Out magazine. Lincoln Center has a new stage series going on. And this says, at a time when in-person events are limited, live music is returning to Lincoln Center with a new music series called New Stages. This month, the institution will host an in-person concert at Hearst Plaza, located on Lincoln Center's iconic campus on top of the signature sloped Lorient-ish illumination lawn. That's a long name. Under the peaceful shade of trees in Barclays Capitol Grove. Wow. Audience members will need to be socially distanced, so pods will be set up for 2 people. So you and a date can go. You can rent a pod for $25 each. Ahead of each concert. Make your reservations, because I don't know how many they're going to be able to carry. And there will be jazz, Caribbean, Bollywood, all over the place. All over. They're just going to they're going to, I guess, get the right concert for the right day. And it looks pretty, they advise you to bring a blanket to sit on. And, so there you go. Let's see, the stage is there. It's on a slope, so it's almost like you're sitting on a bleacher level, audience level. And it's not exactly packed, but with the barriers of the pods and the distance, you can get a decent crowd under any condition. So there you go. Give it a shot. Look it up. Time Out Magazine. Or punch in Lincoln Center. And that's over on, take the 1 train to 66th Street in Lincoln Center. And that's what you do. It's 5:47, which means I'm going to play another couple of songs because I'm really tired of talking. How much stories can we tell? They're all pretty much the same these days. Do I really have to go back to the president? Do I really want this? So anyway, we're going to another song. This is probably the song I have played more times. Let me see. There's a race for 2 of them. Let me see. We're going to do this one first. Okay. I may have played this more times than any other song. This is from his 2016 Old School album. This is Cy Cranston with Elise the Brazilian.
There's a girl I know from Rio de Janeiro, from Copacabana she came, 'cause I feel something is stirring as I walk by the marina. Something is floating across where my love was lost. Cold and dead, she weaves a fascination. Darkness starts to lift and fade, for I've been saved. Elisa Brazilian electrifies the night. Oh, oh yeah. Elisa Brazilian. 1,000 stars ignite. Yes, I wanna tell you, beauty has a rose again. In Elisa Brazilian. Something is winding its way from over the ocean. Something inside I can feel is starting to kill. Beautiful, she raises my emotions. Wonders that I can't explain, and she's to blame. Elisa Brazilian electrifies the night. Oh, oh yeah. Elisa Brazilian. 1,000 stars ignite. Oh, Brazilian.
That's just another check in Jade's pocket. Remember I said a couple of years ago she has the patents on cha-cha-cha at the end of every song. So now that's how much have you made? How much have you made by now? They've got to be in the billions. Just got to be. She doesn't want to talk right now. You're giving away too much information. I'm telling you. Right now, she's broadcasting from stately Wayne Manor with all that money she's raking in. I'm telling you. Almost every song. I don't know what happens with music. Is it that people who write songs don't know what to do with the verb, how to get out of this thing, so they stick in a cha-cha-cha? I really don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes no. But we're pretty much out of here ourselves. And yeah, we'll go find somewhere to go tonight and go cha-cha-cha. But more than likely, I'm going to my family's house to have dinner. I want to leave you with the song that may be tied for the most times played on this show. I'm not really sure. I never really kept count. I played this. I really appreciate this song, mostly for the fact that despite the title of it, it is not a doomsday song. This is a song more that we're all in it together, that we're all the same. We're all, we're gonna make it together. We're all gonna get through it together. And at the end comes, we're all gonna go together. But it's not a doomsday. That's, I always say that. This is, of course, my favorite band, the Mavericks, and they originally performed this on their 2015 album Mono, but now it's on their YouTube site as Quarantunes, re-recorded, Quarantunes number 24. Again, the Mavericks, Waiting for the World to End. Everybody, have a good night. I will see you next week.
You're overstating, pontificating the meaning of your life, my friend. I tell you one thing, but not for nothing. We're all waiting for the world to end. And you may enter the gates of heaven. Some are dying to be born again. It's intuition, not superstition. We're all waiting for the world to end. Do you believe in things unseen? Or are you one of those that just pretend? Are you aware? Let me be clear. We're all waiting for the world ahead. So if you must hang on to love, it's only disbelief you must suspend. Oh, by the way, it's way too late. We're all waiting for the world to end. And blind ambition, like double vision, will never show you what's around the bend. I'm double guessing why you're obsessing when we're all waiting for the world to end. And by the mission, like double vision, will never show you what's around the bend. I'm double guessing why you're obsessing